Tristram's never made a dent. I'm gonna seize that diamond near Queen Land and senseless.
I think I can speak for all of us in Plaster Sandals when I say that we're really into music with melody. I love hearing a big catchy hook in a song or something that really catches your ear, maybe unexpectedly. I think I'm really into music that just really moves my soul, you know? And I think that's just the kind of stuff that we try to write.
Originally, when we started out, we were an acoustic duo, but we weren't really playing folk stuff per se. It was kind of a jazzy flavor to it, and that's how kind of the funk and the jazz stuff kind of evolved out of that acoustic playing that we started.
We really like really jazzy stuff, funky stuff. Dave even likes disco. We like stuff with a really heavy rhythm foundation. So it was like, after a while of doing acoustic stuff, we realized we really couldn't get to where we wanted to be. So we worked with a drummer for a short while who was more of a rock drummer, and it was pretty cool in terms of getting us started with writing songs with drums, but then we searched out to find a jazz drummer who could really fill in the gaps and be more active, because when you're a trio, you really have to fill up as much space as you can.
We switch off on bass. You know, it's about half the songs we play, you know, I'll play bass on half and then guitar on the other half. And when we started out, we were looking for a bass player and a drummer, and we found a drummer, but we couldn't find a bass player who we thought suited the type of music, basically a jazz funk type of thing. So what we did is we basically started doing it ourselves, and we really had to make a conscious effort to learn how to play bass like a bass player would, and not like someone who's playing guitar on a bass. I enjoy playing, you know, playing both instruments really.
Dave's a much more schooled musician than I am. He did his scales for years and years, you know, learned all of the theory. I played more on feel because I wanted to write songs. I really learned from a chord book. So our backgrounds are totally different in the way we think about music. But together we always seem to be able to work things out because we have a kind of common language that we've developed and how to work together. When we were in the studio recording Two Steps Left a Hip, we were called Sandbox. We were not Plaster Sandals. The wife of the engineer came in with a publication from New Jersey which had reports about all different bands in that area, and one of them was called Sandbox. And we had heard about a couple other bands called Sandbox, one in Halifax
and one in San Francisco.
And we thought, this is going to be a problem. And the song Plaster Sandals, it was one of the first songs that Dave and I worked on together when we first began writing. So it kind of seemed to have a kind of history that went in line with everything that we were doing. So right about the time that we were finishing the record, we changed the name of the band to Plaster Sandals. The timing was perfect. We changed the band name, we were starting to get some radio support, and everything kind of fell into place.
We enjoy playing live a lot, and a lot of people have, you know, maybe mentioned stuff about the live performance that they don't really notice on Two Steps Left a Hip. But it's really we're just trying to have a fun time.
We'll be doing this regardless of what happens as far as any terms of success. The music business is a big monster. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if we'll be anywhere with this, but we care about what we're doing. We like to write songs, and that's what we're going to continue to do.